If your lemon plant is producing absolutely no flowers or fruits, or if the yield is extremely sparse, then in today's video, I am going to share a simple home remedy with you. I encourage you to try applying this remedy to your lemon plant. It will provide immense benefits to your plant, resulting in an abundance of flowers and fruits. Additionally, I will share some essential tips and tricks that you should adopt for your lemon plant, particularly if it is currently experiencing little to no flowering or fruiting. So, before we discuss fertilizers, remedies, and similar topics, if your lemon plant is showing absolutely no signs of flowering, I suggest you give this specific method a try first. To begin, take a look at all the branches on your lemon plant. 051. Specifically, you need to perform a soft pruning on every single branch, that is, every single shoot. This means you should trim a small portion off the top of every branch. Pruning offers a significant advantage here. Not only does it stimulate new growth on your lemon plant, but, and this is the greatest benefit, when you cut or trim the branches, it induces a state of stress in the plant. Fruit-bearing plants, in particular, tend to respond to this stress by rapidly producing flowers and buds in an effort to set fruit, thereby ensuring the continuation of their lineage, their next generation. Let me demonstrate the benefits of cutting or pruning using my own lemon plant as an example. Just take a look at its branches. I performed a cut right here on this branch. I had previously performed an air layering procedure at this very spot. Once the air layering was successful, I proceeded to sever the branch right here. Now, after pruning the plant, you can observe that new branches have sprouted from it. Furthermore, take a look at the plant now. It has blossomed, and 2 new lemons have already begun to form. This particular lemon plant of mine typically flowers and bears fruit only once a year. It has been growing in my garden for 4 to 5 years now. Usually, it blooms only during the month of February, followed by the setting of fruit. However, as you can see, it is currently the end of September, meaning October is just around the corner. You can clearly witness the effect of subjecting the plant to a bit of stress, as it has once again begun to flower and bear fruit. Additionally, a new plant that I propagated from this very specimen using the air layering technique, which matured just a few days ago, has also started to flower. I have planted it on the other side of my garden. I will share an update on that plant with you in a future video. You can induce this stress in the plant either through training, that is, by pruning or cutting back the tips of its branches, or by adopting an alternative approach, completely withholding water from the lemon plant for a few days. Specifically, you should refrain from watering the lemon plant whatsoever for a period of at least 5 to 7 days. The lack of water causes the soil to dry out significantly, thereby placing the plant under stress, a condition that frequently triggers the lemon plant to initiate flowering. It is worth noting that the methods I am sharing with you here are techniques that would typically be recommended only by an expert or someone with in-depth horticultural knowledge. These are all tried and tested methods and techniques. Finally, while growing a lemon plant, keep one crucial point in mind. Lemon plants thrive in acidic soil. That is, they require an acidic growing medium. Therefore, always use fertilizers that are slightly acidic in nature. Conversely, you should strictly avoid using any fertilizers that would alter your soil's pH level to become either alkaline, basic, or neutral. Often, a change in the soil's pH level is a primary reason why lemon plants stop flowering and fruiting. Therefore, you should make it a point to apply some form of compost to your lemon plant every 15 days. Certain composts, specifically vermicompost or cow dung manure, are slightly acidic in nature. Their regular application will help maintain a slightly acidic pH level in the lemon plant soil. Secondly, you must never allow your lemon plant to suffer from a micronutrient deficiency. Quite often, a lack of micronutrients, or trace elements, serves as a major underlying cause for the absence of flowering and fruiting in lemon plants. To address such deficiencies, you can use seaweed extract or, alternatively, any enzymatic fertilizer, zyme, available in the market, as these are rich sources of micronutrients. Additionally, be sure to spray your lemon plant with Epsom salt once a month. Epsom salt works exceptionally well for lemon plants, yielding visibly positive results. I have already uploaded a detailed video explaining how Epsom salt works, its various benefits, and how you can prepare a homemade alternative right at home. Feel free to check out that video if you wish. Regardless, do make it a habit to apply Epsom salt to your lemon plant once a month. In conjunction with the methods mentioned above, I recommend trying a specific homemade remedy, which I am about to share, on your lemon plant once every 15 to 20 days. If your lemon plant is currently producing absolutely no flowers, this remedy will trigger blooming and produce remarkably positive results. Therefore, you should prepare this mixture and spray it onto your plant. To prepare this remedy, to prepare this solution, take approximately 1 liter of water. The very first ingredient you need to add to it is edible lime, tuna. Friends, lime is extremely rich in calcium, and calcium plays a vital role in increasing the number of flowers and fruits produced by a plant. In fact, calcium deficiency is often a major reason why lemon plants fail to produce flowers or buds. However, you must be careful not to use an excessive amount of lime, especially when applying it as a spray. You should add merely 2 to 3 pinches of lime to 1 liter of water. Do not use any more than that. The next ingredient you need to add is honey. Honey is naturally acidic in nature, a quality that lemon plants particularly love, and it also helps correct any hormonal imbalances occurring within the plant. If the plant is failing to flower or bear fruit due to a hormonal imbalance, this mixture will help rectify the issue. Here, too, you should avoid using an excessive amount of honey. Add approximately 2 to 3 grams of honey to 1 liter of water, no more than that. Since it takes some time for honey to dissolve in water, you should vigorously shake your spray bottle to ensure the honey dissolves completely and thoroughly into the water. Now, apply this homemade mixture as a spray to all your lemon plants, specifically those that are currently producing absolutely no flowers or are flowering in very limited quantities. Additionally, you can also spray this mixture on lemon plants where flowering has just concluded and fruiting has begun. That is, where small fruits have just started to form. Applying this spray will not only increase the quantity of flowers and fruits on the plant, but it will also effectively resolve, to a significant extent, any issues regarding flower or fruit drop. Even tiny fruits that typically form only to fall off prematurely will remain intact. Furthermore, whenever you decide to plant a lemon tree at home or in your garden, you should always opt for a plant propagated via air layering, grafting, or cuttings. These methods ensure that flowering and fruiting begin much sooner. In contrast, a lemon plant grown from a seed takes at least 3 to 5 years to reach maturity, and sometimes even 6 to 7 years, before it finally begins to produce flowers and buds. If you found today's video and the information shared here to be helpful and valuable, please be sure to give it a like. Additionally, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.